Hi friends. I received a comment from a viewer recently who wanted to see some exercises that can help with foot and ankle pain. Throughout my 20 plus years of doing and teaching Pilates, I've learned some exercises that can strengthen your feet and ultimately make them feel so much better. You're not going to want to miss any of these 3 simple yet incredibly effective exercises, so stick with me to the very end. Quick reminder that if any of these exercises feel aggravating or make your foot pain worse, stop doing them. It's always a great idea to listen to your body. Oh, and one more thing, if you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe. Now, as we all know, our feet have a big job and they take quite a bit of abuse throughout the day. And like other parts of our body, they can get stiff and tight. One of the best things we can do is restore some movement to the tight connective tissue, ligaments, muscles, you name it in the feet, by giving them a little TLC with a DIY foot massage. So in order to do this, I'm going to take a tennis ball or something similar. I'm seated in a chair and I'm leaning slightly forward. I'm going to place the tennis ball underneath the ball of my foot with my heel down on the floor. And then I'm just going to slide my foot forward along the tennis ball and back. And forward again along the tennis ball and back. And I'm just moving along the inner arch line from ball to heel and heel to ball. And I can adjust the pressure, increasing the pressure by leaning forward or even standing up. And I can just drill down into any areas that feel particularly tight. And then I'm going to move to the center line of the foot. And I'm going to do the same motion, forward and back, and forward and back, and forward and back. Just playing around with the tension until I find what's right for me. And just playing around by leaning forward and leaning back. And then I'm going to do the outside line of the foot. And same motion, back and forth. Now, I absolutely love foot rolling, and if you want to go a little more in depth with foot rolling, I have a video that I produced recently, and I'll link to it. I highly recommend you try it out. And then when I've had enough, I'm gonna move over and do the other side. The next exercise is I like to call doming, and it's gonna strengthen and reinvigorate the arch of the foot, which tends to flatten over time in a lot of people. So I'm seated in the dining chair, a little bit more straight up this time, and I'm going to pretend I'm sitting on a beach and I scoop wet sand into the arches of my foot. I'm going to hold that imaginary sand and I'm going to rotate the balls of my feet in towards each other, away from each other, and parallel. And I'm keeping my heels planted on the floor. Planted is maybe the wrong word, but stable. And balls in, balls of the foot out, and balls parallel. And again, feet rotate in, feet rotate out, and feet are parallel, checking to make sure that you still are holding that sand in the arch of your foot. Let's do 2 more of these. Feet in, feet out, and feet parallel. And last one. Rotate the feet in, rotate the feet out, and rotate parallel. Sometimes I also think of windshield wipers when I do this. And then I'm going to do the same type of movement, but I'm going to reverse the order. So I'm going to rotate my feet out, and then in, and then parallel. And I like this because not only does it strengthen the foot, but it also brings some good gentle movement to the ankles. And feet out, and feet in, and feet parallel. And I feel like this reversing is also good brain work. Feet out, feet in, and feet parallel. Check to make sure you're still holding that wet sand. And feet out, and feet in, and feet parallel. And if you feel like your feet want to cramp, or especially in the arches, you're doing this right. And feet out, feet in, and feet parallel. And just one more. Feet out, feet in, and feet parallel. And relax. Now the final exercise that we're going to do today I love because it includes both the opening that we did in the first exercise with the arch strengthening that we did in the second exercise. So I'm gonna take a hand towel and I'm placing it on the floor right in front of my chair, and my heels are along the back edge of the towel, so I've got plenty of towel in front of my feet. And then keeping my knees and my feet parallel, I'm gonna pull the ball of my right foot back towards my heel, pulling that towel with me, and then the ball of my left foot back towards the heel. And then again, the ball of the right foot back towards the heel, and ball of the left foot back towards the heel, and then I keep going. So you're actually bringing that towel, you're scrunching it up. You can absolutely use the toes, although just as long as it's not only toes, make sure you're using that scooping up sand feeling in the arch of your foot. And I'm gonna go as far as I can till I have almost the entire towel wadded up underneath the arches of my feet. And then I'm going to reverse, so I'm actually pushing the towel back out to straight. Really feeling this, and I actually even feel this up the back of the leg and in the hips. And then I'm gonna go again, repeating this until I've pulled the towel back and lengthened it out 3 times. And when I've done that, that's enough for one day. I'm just gonna finish this one. As I move it again, I can really feel the back of the legs working because it's all so connected. So I've done 2, but I recommend that you do 3 and that you try this workout several times during the week to see how your feet feel. And I think that you'll notice with time that your feet feel stronger, better, and ultimately less sore. And there you have it, 3 of my favorite exercises to stretch and strengthen the feet. I'll include a link to a video that I did recently about foot rolling, which is another great way to give yourself a DIY foot massage at the end of a long day. I recommend you try this routine that we did today a few times a week to see if it brings you relief. And as always, if you have any comments, I'd love to see them below. And if you have any ideas for future videos you'd like to see, definitely leave those in the comments as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to hear from you soon.